3, 4.
All right, I think we just found our new theme music for the Diamondbags. All right, what's going on? This is episode 2 of Diamondbags. I'm your host, Graham Beck. We'll go through the room here, starting over here. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what team you're on?
Hi, my name is Mike Rodemann, and I am the coach of Sam's Beverage.
Okay, make sure you get in there too. Get on that mic.
My name is Marty Kramer. I'm the captain GM of My Mind's Eye.
Okay.
I'm Kung Fu Bob. I used to be the captain for a bunch of years, but now I'm just a regular baloney farmer.
Baloney farmer from Blazing Saddles.
He's the guy responsible for all the franchise flopping around here and there.
Oh, is that right?
We talked about that extensively last
Yes,
time.
yes, we did.
Me in the back, I'm Matt Yauk. I'm the co-commish and the captain of ABC Tavern.
And one of the stars of episode 1.
The pilot.
the pilot episode. All right. Well, why don't we just kind of go through, we'll start with Mike here about how did you first become involved with the league?
I started going to the Clark games, I guess punk rock softball way. And then showed up and had a good time. Finally, the league started out with 4 teams. I was drafted into My Mind's Eye. They played one game.
That.
Yeah,
That's a fun fact.
I was drafted into My Mind's Eye, and there was one game. I think I had to go somewhere, like out of state or something, so I missed my one game where I would have been on My Mind's Eye. When I got back, I think I got a phone call from Jay saying, hey, we're expanding to 2 new teams, and hence Sam's was born, and I forgot what the other team was.
Later, fucker.
Later. Well, you stole already one of my players. Dave Garman on My Mind's Eye.
He was never one of your players.
Is that?
They go way back.
Way back.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's not now. And it wasn't last year.
Marty, what about you? How did you get in the league?
Step up to the mic.
Get up in there.
I started playing pickup games at Clark a decade or so ago, and just meet up on Saturdays, and I just kind of kept on playing softball with these dudes, and was placed on Now That's Class. I wanted to play for My Mind's Eye, but wasn't the case, and I played for them for a season, and I had to kind of bail out because of work and whatnot, and then when I was able to play again, I played for My Mind's Eye. And after a couple of years of doing that, I started being the captain and whatnot and what have you.
And Mr. Bob, Mr. Kung Fu, who's wearing his Master of Kung Fu shirt, by the way, especially for the show that nobody can see.
It's very light and wispy.
Nice.
I get a picture for the YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, I heard about Now That's Class had a team, and I worked there for 5 years, and nobody asked me to play. And I was a little perturbed. I was like, because a lot of those people are exceptionally athletic, and I was like, all right, well, I'm going to start my own team. And then I started Flexifit, which turned into KFB Martial Arts, which turned into Palookaville Death Punch, which turned into Rust Belt, which turned into Blazing Saddles.
Wow. So, yeah, it was your fault. All those teams.
I gave up 2 years ago. I handed the torch to Guy Singer to be the captain. 4 years was enough.
It's a lot of stress.
It is a lot of
Pressure
stress.
position.
Well, we're basically in the room with almost all captains or former captains. What goes into being a captain of a team on the CSL, if you will?
Dealing with a lot of baloney.
Hence the baloney farmer comment. Gotcha.
Chasing people around, finding out who's actually coming to a game, basically trying to get organized, thinking that you're organized when you show up to a game, and then realizing 5 minutes till game time and you have no clue what the heck's going on.
Yeah, text messages and phone calls and emails.
Okay.
It makes
okay.
you feel really responsible because everybody isn't.
Yeah, okay. You're like the one responsible factor on the team. All right. Well, I mean, it starts with the captain's meetings. What goes on at the captain's meetings? Be honest.
What goes on at the captain meeting stays at the captain's meeting.
Oh, I see. Okay. A lot of people with their pants off and...
No, just figuring out, like, what works better for the next year, you know, and trying to get a consensus of what would be better.
Okay.
Listen to Charles say something sweet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Charles can say some awesome stuff.
Who exactly is Charles, by the way?
Charles Abou-Chabel, he is the owner and team president of My Mind's Eye. And Charles moved here he moved to Detroit from Lebanon, I think in the late 70s on Halloween. And, you know, first night in the States, and there's people banging on your door dressed as in costumes demanding candy. And I think that goes miles in explaining a lot about Charles. And, yeah, he moved to Cleveland, opened that awesome record store in My Mind's Eye. And, yeah, he's been a good friend for a while.
Very nice.
I'm happy to play for his softball team.
Well, in My Mind's Eye, this year is is primarily just in Lakewood. How does that kind of affect the team being a little bit removed from the rest of the league? Just curious.
We've only played one game in Lakewood. We try to
Got
play
like 5
last
more
week.
to go, though.
Yeah, right.
I think that's gonna. I don't know. We'll see how it works.
Okay.
That was Charles's idea.
Okay. Well,
I think it was a mild social faux pas, though.
It's close, and
I think he was just looking for a closer commute. I don't think he was looking to be like
antisocial,
exclusionary or-
right?
It could be either one.
Well, there are a couple games last year where my team, Sam's, we elected to play a couple games in Lakewood with various teams, and they're like, hey, let's mix things up a little bit. It was also maybe on the heels of last year's big debacle with, like, you know, hey, if I want to go play softball, I have to buy like a Gatorade off the guy like selling stuff at a stand.
Oh,
concession
yeah,
stand.
The
Drama.
Concessions Nazi.
Yeah.
Right on.
But it was like it's a nice way to mix things up. Like I believe last year, My Mind's Eye did a game at Mohican, I believe.
What is
Or
Mohican?
They did a camp yard game or camp time
Oh, really?
game.
Okay.
East Harbor.
East Harbor.
Yeah, over near oh shit. Lakeside.
Like Port Clinton or
Yes,
something?
Port Clinton and Lakeside. That was pretty fun. We played Got a Groove. Was a good time. Got our asses whipped real good.
Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of getting your asses whooped, I see on my question log here.
Would you like to field this one?
Yeah, the blowouts, man. Like, there have been a considerable amount of blowouts this year already. What, being the third week?
Yeah.
Going into the fourth week, and there have been some major league lopsided games. What do you guys think contributes to that?
Well, let me take this one.
Well, wait, first of all, like, what side have you been on? The blowout or the
absolutely blowed out.
blown out?
I've been completely blowed out. But nevertheless, I mean, for like, I think for the first 3 years, Sam's was a team. We did not win one game.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That makes for a long season.
It was no. It's actually we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that's all that really mattered. Our first game this year, we did play Got a Groove to open things up.
Ouch.
That probably worked out well.
And
Thanks a lot, scheduling.
we really got our ass handed to us. But on the same return, is as opposed to like the past couple of years, this time even though we lost like 20 something to 2. Everybody like had a really, really good time. It's just usually when there's a blowout, that means people aren't catching balls, and that's all it is.
Right. It usually seems to come down to defense.
Yeah, definitely. But
What about for Saddles? You guys been on the blown out or the blow ease?
We've been the blowers.
You're the blowers. Okay.
Yeah, we've had some serious good games. Some
just
to
2
put
weeks
it
ago, in
lightly.
fact, there was a
Oh, really?
disparity in the score.
I don't know. This could be our year. It's the year of the horse
Year of the horse.
from Chinese zodiac, so it's going to coincide with
With
our
the-
year.
Blazing.
We've always been on the
Saddles.
cusp all through the years, and this could be our year.
You're the horse.
They got all their players healthy. That's the one thing about Blazing Saddles.
Oh, you guys.
If all their good players are healthy, they're deadly.
Really?
If they start getting injured, like 1 or 2 or 3 of them, come right back down to earth.
Right on. So, Matt, maybe you know, what was the biggest deficit so far? Do you know offhand?
Well, I think there's a tie for that. There was
I don't think so.
Blazing
But
Saddles
anyway.
and Pats in the Flats just 2 weeks ago. It was 48-3.
What?
Well, we changed. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I called the
We
cops
changed
early in
official
the
score
game.
to
I was
keep
like,
things nice. 48-3. 2 years ago, there was music saves in WCSB 45-0, I believe. So that's
That sounds about right.
same 45 runs. That's a lot.
Yeah,
That
that
must take all fucking day.
that is a lot. Yeah. Oh, God. I couldn't even imagine being on the losing end of that.
yeah, but they were all cool and we were cool. It wasn't an issue. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, it was like no big deal. And then it turned into like a TMZ thing. It was like all over the rumors.
It started a media circus for sure. It
Yeah.
got whipped up really quick.
Well, and plus, I mean, of course people are going to be cool. I mean, what are you going to say? Hey, you're an asshole. You just kicked my ass 45
Well, no,
to
we had offered
nothing.
to switch our players up and just do a combo game.
Oh.
And they didn't care. We didn't care. Just turned into an issue later. Like, a bunch of bean farmers.
Beef farmers, bologna farmers, a lot of farmers on this league. All right, so Marty, what moves did your team make this season that you think? Well, what team moves have you made?
Well, it was our main objective to get the best female second base player, and a little bit of that. We recruited Jen Black pretty hard, and
Didn't happen
no, because
because I got money.
we made the best decision for us, and we acquired the best second base.
I heard she's pretty good.
Yeah,
Who-
Jess is
who is
pretty
that?
awesome.
I've seen her bartend. She's totally amazing. I'm like,
Who is
whoa.
it?
Who's
Some
your
girl
second
from
baseman?
Throwbacks.
Jess, she bartends a throwback, I believe, on
Yeah,
Fridays.
You,
Ah,
you
Have I
showed
met
me.
her? Have I met her, Bob?
You
Blonde
had to
hair.
have.
Not the
I heard
one that
she's
gives
solid.
me I drink before I
No,
I
she's
order
a
it.
goner. She's a total goner.
Are you talking about?
Dina.
She is also on our team in a month when she gets back.
What?
Good luck.
You guys are fucked.
This is a serious scoop right here.
So anyway, we got the best, second base female player, which was not Jen Black.
Well, she almost came back to Sam's too. She was one of my co-captains for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you could have had the second best second base player in the league team stuff. That was probably our biggest acquisition. We also got we got Jay's brothers, Joe and Jesse.
Oh, that's right, the Kristoffs. Oh
That's a
boy.
stone cold move right there.
Yeah, right.
Both of them are pretty
Are they
jacked
like
up
the
and ready to
Hanson
go.
brothers?
Yeah, they don't actually know how to play. They just come out and beat your ass.
And
You locked
Beth-
Garmin up long term.
yeah, that was a big move that we made, is signing Dave to a long-term deal. He was heavily recruited.
In
and,
between barbering, though. There's some.
well, that's all part of the agreement with the Trisket
I didn't mean to dig
Barbershop.
that up.
Yeah, we have.
He is my roommate, though.
Oh, okay.
we do have a deal with the Trisket Barbershop on when we can have Dave on Saturdays, and it's a little bit of a challenge, but it's a compromise that we had to make, going forward
Yeah.
into the future.
All right. So what about Blazing Saddles? Any moves? Big moves?
No. We're pretty much the same team we were last year. But now, like, Travis is back on the team, and hardly anybody different. We lost a couple people. But,
Just trying to keep people healthy.
yeah.
Okay.
We're pretty locked down.
All right. And Sam's, what do you got?
Well, we lost a couple of people, but we gained a lot of people. Lots of moves, lots of shaking. Some people would argue that some of the losses that we had actually made our team better.
Okay.
Let's see, who's new this year? My third baseman, Dave, Canadian Dave. He brought in one of his friends, Jason, who I recently just met, and he's a solid player and a good guy, a good attitude. Like, the play on Sam's, you gotta have a sense of humor and not be a crybaby when you lose. Because chances are, as long as you're having fun, and the thing is, when we have fun, that's when we actually start winning.
Okay.
Like, when people start getting stressed out, that's when, like, everything falls apart. People start missing balls and getting frustrated.
And then it's no
It
fun.
must be a stressful situation.
Stressful situation. But, like, nevertheless, I got Young Frisco in the mix.
Yeah, you
And
were talking about young Frisco.
Young Frisco, he's going to probably debut this weekend at our doubleheader. He's last year his mama plays on my team. Her name's Yolanda. Her son is on a full scholarship, wide receiving down at Akron.
Shock ringer.
Yep.
So
Speedster. You know he's got speed.
he's a good kid. He's we'll see what
We're running
happens.
post patterns when you guys are supposed
But
to be catching balls.
my-
That'll
my-
work out well for you.
One of my favorite reaccusations
That's a
is
serious term.
That's
I finally,
that's
It's not a real
intense.
word, Rod.
Oh my god.
Actually.
we re-signed after a 2-year hiatus. Bubba is Brian O'Connor is now back
yeah.
with Sam's.
Oh, all
He's
right.
an OG.
Yeah.
And he was on the original super fun Sam's team, and he smashed a ball versus Marty's team the other day.
Yeah.
He also missed a couple balls in the outfield, but I mean he's
Okay.
a great person.
Take the
to be
good
in
with
a
the bad. you
He's
know.
a great person to be in a clubhouse. Also at Dave Maves,
Oh, yeah, Dave Maves.
which is surprisingly, I had no clue that he can catch a ball.
He caught that shit.
And he's catching balls in the outfield, which makes me very happy.
That helps.
It helps.
nice.
That helps keep like the 20-run inning the other team might have on the team away.
Well, so what's the record for Sam's?
0-2.
0-2. All right. Okay.
Coach Rodemann, is it true that you knocked up your starting pitcher in the offseason?
Yeah, I lost my.
Oh man.
Can't
be doing
lost,
that.
I lost a pitcher this year due to a medical condition
For at least 9 months.
for at least 9 months. I'm my starting pitcher. Me and the illustrious Elizabeth Vince have procreated, and we're expecting a child
Sports.
in
Wow.
late August.
Sports. Yeah.
Sports.
Fucking
Yay.
baby sports. Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you much.
All right. So would that contribute to your 0-2 record then? Is the fact that you keep knocking up all your pitchers? Or
Easy now.
Is it?
Easy. You know she's gonna listen to this. And like, what's going on over there?
One thing about Rod.
Yeah,
is
my
always
brother-
trying to
my-
have sex with pitchers.
I'm never
brother
coming to
Brian-
Sam's. I know
That's the
that
thing
much.
about him.
My brother Brian pitched the last game, so he better watch out.
Okay.
You brought.
Oh, you better watch out.
Oh boy.
Rodemann, I'm coming for you.
All right. Well, what do you got to work on? What does Sam's got to do to get better?
Oh, catch a ball.
Catch a ball. Yeah, that's like the third time you've mentioned that. So apparently
I think
that's a sticking
our,
point.
That's I think our biggest thing is we need to learn how to catch balls.
Catching balls.
Catching balls, playing sports,
Catching balls.
doing things.
Do it. All right. Well,
All right.
Kramer, what do you think? My mind's at. Where are you at? What's the record?
0-2.
No, Roder. We're 1-0. We had
1-0.
We're only victory over Sam's, which if you
That's
only
a nail biter, right?
It was actually a good game.
yeah, it was, and
Give credit where credit's due.
I am, and with saying that games
While
that
rolling your eyes.
games that are close against Sam's probably should be a loss for everybody. So
Nobody wins.
Nobody wins when it's a close game against Sam's or Pat's, for that matter. Oh come on, it's like
All
that's-
right.
I love it. Calling out the league.
Oh come on, Pat's is terrible. Like
man.
that's a thing.
So what's
So-
what's the strength? Besides playing Sam's.
I'm trying to answer that question by thinking of a weakness, and I really don't.
This guy, we've got no weaknesses.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Iron Curtain.
Christy Richards, who I forgot to mention before, has she's been playing outfield and making awesome catches and crushing it. And I can't
Roderman's leaving. He's pissed. Fuck this. I'm out here.
But no, I think I don't know. There's the whole team's good. There's no player I think we should play less or play. We're strong all the way across.
So do you feel like, with that being said, you're going to go undefeated?
Absolutely.
Oh, this guy. Listen to this guy.
Good to be positive.
I picked my mind's eye as a favorite in the
You did, that's right.
division this
Well,
year. I was
14-0.
Oh, man, I
was 'cause
wish
they
I would have
beat
brought
you
up
guys
your.
1 year.
What was your prediction for the finals? I forget who it was. Was it My Mind's Eye and?
I don't.
Oh,
yeah,
shoot.
my
I
mind's
can't
eye.
remember now.
The Clark division is. It's so hard to call.
If you want to hear Matt's prediction, go back to episode 1.
Yeah.
All right, Bob, where are you at? You guys are 3-0.
3-0, yeah.
Holy
We've
hell,
had
dude.
some substantial wins. We beat Happy Dog, which was great because
That's
they
a
were our
shocker.
arch rivals, and we never beat them before. And
Okay.
we beat them pretty well. I love them all. They're great people. And then we beat Gotta Groove. I was out of town, unfortunately, but yeah, that was a pretty big win. And then
That is a big win.
We beat Pats, and
That's.
Big one.
It's
Yeah, it
looking-
sounds like that's
things are looking golden and blazing for us.
okay. Okay. So what do you got to do? You going undefeated? You and My Mind's Eye, is that right?
Oh, show. Shit.
Because you aren't playing us because you finished in the middle of your division, so you have that.
No, we're
special,
playing
like-
you.
No, you're not.
We're playing everybody.
Yeah, they play.
We're the only
everyone
team
except-
playing everybody.
Except for Sam.
Except for Sam's.
Oh, okay.
All right,
So Sam's, you get to
that'll be a sleeper.
miss that one. Luckily.
In
There'll be
fact,
some-
recently at work, one of you guys' players from last year did my electricity, Jim Hess.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He discarded himself this year due to children.
Yes,
Man,
I
you guys and your
understand that.
kids.
Electricity is dangerous.
I have two. In fact, my children are at almost every single game as well.
Oh, that's cool.
And they're cool.
See, kids
And-
are
and
only
they're
building
cool.
this league. Very nice. Well, I was flipping through these questions here, and there was one that stood out to me, and I can't find it. So I'll have to keep looking. Oh, this was a good one, though. Going forward in the schedule, who do you guys want to face the most? Whether it be like a challenge or just something easy. Bob, what do you think? Blazing Saddles wants to face who?
Oh, ABC for sure.
Oh, why? Why ABC? You looked right over at Matt when you said that.
Well, I wasn't going to look at you.
Well,
No, they beat us before, and they're probably
We've never lost
They're
to
the
you guys.
team to beat.
oh my God.
Well, that's maybe baloney, but
That's a fact.
I didn't check the history books. But if there's one team I want to beat, it's them.
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. Little
Like
revenge
War Machine.
win.
This is a guy, War Machine, who listens to Grateful Dead at Battle Ball. All right, there's nothing Battle Ball, Grateful Dead
Machine.
about War Machine and Grateful Dead.
Doors machine.
Doors machine. Marty, who is it? My Mind's Eye wants to face. Go.
We obviously would like to make up some games against that we lost to Gotta Groove and Garage Shop last year. But also, I'd really like to beat Music Saves and ABC. Kind of split between the two because the first year when there was 4 teams, I bet Matt $50 that now that's class could beat Music Saves and everyone.
Which used to be ABC.
Right.
We went through
Right.
that last time.
Yeah. Yeah. Episode 1,
For
people.
clarity for our listeners.
Yeah, and the fact that switch really kind of made it difficult to find which team am I supposed to hate now.
The hater's delight, as you like to call it.
Yeah,
Haters
Every
delight.
year, Marty has a hater's delight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who is it this year? Oh, it's.
Well, who's a hater's choice?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's Jack Prince easily.
Oh.
Everyone's gonna expect him to do bad. They're gonna beat everybody and have fun doing it, and everyone's gonna get pissed.
Except for
and it's gonna be hilarious.
All right. Okay. Is there any chance? I haven't looked at the schedule for everybody else, but are you guys playing Music Saves and ABC in the same day? Double header? Wouldn't that be amazing?
that would be. I'm not ready for that. That would be too intense.
Too much. Yeah.
Too many softball emotions.
Too many sports
I remember
emotions.
last year, Marty, you requested to play Music Saves, and we kind of
Yes.
kept it loose where you could request to play in the other division.
Absolutely.
He wants the best. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
There you
Beat
go.
your
For
fucking
real.
team for the goddamn $50, and you reneged on the double or nothing. You son of a bitch.
Okay, Sam's Beverage. Who do you guys want? You just want to win? Oh.
This weekend we're playing Now That's Class, and I enjoy playing them because they're fun to play against.
Yeah, I was going to say that was like the most pacifist answer. Come on, get mad.
All right, no. Now That's Class, we beat them twice last year. I'd like to beat them again. The captain of their team, actually, Denny, she lives, I think, 4 houses down from me. In fact, I was calling her out earlier, I think on Sunday, for being a coward and not finishing her game versus CSB.
Were you out in the middle of your front lawn, like screaming? Cootant?
No, I believe I was out. I believe I was on my front porch in my pajama pants, smoking a cigarette. Yeah. Probably in my house slippers as well.
They'd be like,
holding a
that guy was
boombox over your head.
That guy was from the gang fight at the Foundry. Be careful.
Yeah, he's got a machete.
Yeah.
On the street of Cootant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back to the Samba version of Diamond Bags. I'm your host, Graham Beck. With me is co-commissioner Matt Yout with Mike Rodemann from Sam's Beverage, Marty Kramer of My Mind's Eye, and Bob, Kung Fu Bob, I should say, from Blazing Saddles. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi. Being captains and former captains in the room, this year we went to a shorter schedule and a reduced playoff format. Were you guys for or against that?
Four.
All four. Okay. Why? Rodemann, why are you for that?
For selfish reasons. I'm having a baby in late August.
God, you and your babies.
I want to be done with softball.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I'm having a lot of fun. Ooh. But no, it's the season's very long, and by getting cut shorter, it might be a lot more fun, because by the end of the season, sometimes I'm just like, man, damn it, I'm a captain. I have to go. I can't just be like one of my team members who just like,
calling
you know
out
what?
his own team.
Like a random flim dim.
Man, you're gonna get back to the clubhouse and they're gonna kick your ass.
I got to chewed out. Well, not really chewed out during our last game at My Mind's Eye. I was like, hey, good job, everybody. I really didn't think we'd even get this close. And then everybody
You were right.
Everybody's just like, hey, way to believe in us, coach.
Well, I mean, you guys suck. That's
You gotta believe in yourself.
No, actually, we don't suck.
I know. There's so many opportunities just to bag on you guys. I just can't help myself. I'm a huge fan of
He's an opportunist.
And I'm actually waiting for we're playing a doubleheader this weekend, and
We can lose twice.
No, actually, I'm hoping to win twice. We've surprised a lot of different teams. We surprised the ABC once.
What are you doing, like magic tricks or something?
Magic Sam's is what they call us.
Pulling rabbits out of your hat?
Magic Sam's is what they call us.
That is what they refer to.
Is
as.
Marty's relentless over here. Let's Marty, why are you for the shorter schedule and shorter playoff format?
I guess just to get more time out of the summer. No real like strategic reasons or anything like that. Just to be able to have more time to do other stuff. Like there's these teenagers that have been embarrassing me in basketball that I'm going to show them. Maybe not this year, but probably next year.
I'm gonna show
them for real.
This is like a smackdown.
The one
Those
dude
hood kids are tough, man.
Yeah.
You ball with them.
I hate
like
teenagers.
17 this year, and I think he'll probably be
And old
be
people,
distracted.
but in between, they're all right.
But yeah, there's no real reasons. Just to have more time and just kind of shorter, a little more going on in a short amount of time. Sounds like it might be something sweet.
Well, this is news to me because I didn't know there was anything else outside of softball. So I'm gonna have to look into this life thing you're talking about.
Children are really good at basketball.
All right, Bob. Why 4?
I think it's better than running it all the way up until Labor Day weekend when there's a billion other things going on, like massive rave parties and stuff, and mushrooms flying everywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna start hanging out with you. Oh my lord! So, was there anybody that you know of that was against the new format?
No, I'm at the captain's meetings. I think it was pretty unanimous.
I'm sure
Okay.
Charles was against it. For
Charles is always the dissenting voice.
He waits until everybody else votes and then he goes
he says
against the
no.
grain. Okay.
That's like when we voted on like legalizing what bats we should be using, like not using bats that'll blow up pitchers' faces with a line drive. Right, like after the vote was done, he's like, no, we should be able to use anything.
Yeah, that completely made sense.
He's like the Ron Paul of Cleveland softball.
That's good.
That is good. That's going to be a tagline for the show. This is a good one. I love this question. How do you guys train in the off season for your softball teams? Marty, you want to go? You got probably the biggest arms in the room.
Venice Beach, Muscle Beach.
I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And those pieces are heavy.
Yeah, those
pieces are
those
really
pieces.
heavy.
Yeah, the pieces are actually like cinder blocks
There's no
in the
squat
backyard.
lifting.
There's no pieces.
Well, yeah, but
What
I
are you
mean,
talking
really.
about? There's no pieces of Dungeons and Dragons.
I
For
thought I
fuck's
knew
sake,
about
Bob. Well, you don't.
God, I wish I
What do
knew.
you do in Dungeons and Dragons?
God,
Well, you follow a quest.
You're a crazy
questing,
wizard.
You
Walk
follow
around
a
some
quest
caverns.
and you walk around in caverns.
use your imagination.
Throw
you
spells.
use your abilities to
throw
conquer the
wild
monsters
spells and
get
space
the
dust
treasure.
on people.
And then you take the treasure and you buy nice things that you like.
So I take it you're usually the dungeon master.
No, not at all.
Are you sure?
I was once. And
Okay.
it was fun, but it's just
Did you have a good campaign?
I had a great campaign actually, and I found that Nick Kelly is awesome at slam poetry.
Get out of here.
Yeah, no shit.
He's
Yeah.
He's like fucking crazy awesome. It's real weird.
What's that got to do with Dungeons and
Oh,
Dragons?
well, he's one of the players,
You
along
guys-
with Brian Rodemann on my team.
Oh my god, he's
Yes,
awesome. The asshole of games.
My one of my star one of my
Tagged
players.
me out last game. that
One of my
dickhead.
star players. He's also he's considered the asshole of games.
Because
Like softball games or just any game?
Any
Board
softball,
games?
board, you name it.
He's the first one to flip the board.
No, he just always he doesn't get upset. He just always wins, and it's so frustrating.
Oh, I see.
He's
I mean,
he's
other
what I
people
like to
might
call
like
a
to win
winner.
sometimes too.
I can't wait to have like Rush playing in the background during this discussion. This is gonna be great.
Totally
I know,
ironic that
like
he
totally
plays for
mystical,
Sam.
like the trees and stuff.
So what do you do? A bunch of push-ups, sit-ups, or just drink a bunch of beer, or all of the above?
Yeah, a little mix and a matching of all the above.
Okay. Anybody else? Bob, what do you do?
We do a lot of torturous, like full extreme wrestling, frisbee programs. You name it.
Okay.
A lot of fighting in like a sauna when things get really hot and dirty.
Fighting in a sauna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he calls that shit softball practice, but when you actually go, it just gets weird. You just gotta.
It's weird when they kick you out.
You walk
of the,
in, he's got his pants
when they
off.
kick
like
you out of the
leave
rec
and think-
center.
Yeah. How many YMCA's have you been booted
I'm
from?
like, I'm sorry about you old people, but
You just
you
wake up
gotta
on
learn.
Sunday and just think that you just gotta go to church.
Yeah, throw them in the pool.
Rodeman, what do you do? How do you get fit for the season?
Making babies.
Yeah, I know. I guess that was a dumb question.
Works the core, making babies.
He does the humpty
It works the
dump.
core. I work on my core by making babies. I guess that's a consensus in the room.
All right.
I don't know. I do calisthenics,
Gardening.
gardening.
Little yoga.
I make a couple dishes of meal.
Meal,
dishes.
like cornmeal.
I love those. The whole meal, not just like a
dishes
portion.
with
He is known for his meal dishes.
Meal dishes for dinner.
I painted a couple pictures this winter.
Oh,
No, it's been an eventful winter.
okay.
Great.
Very nice.
I got a
Very
great
good.
picture painted by Rotor that's been in like the past 5 of my houses. It's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
Which one is that?
the bride.
Ah, the bride. Yes, she's beautiful.
Is she?
She's a beauty.
Did you impregnate her too, or no? I'm just kidding. All right. So, how do you get pumped up before a game? Do you guys have a ritual? Any team rituals you got to talk about?
I don't know if I can talk about them, but
Oh, come on! This is gonna be on YouTube. You can.
we get pumped up.
Do ya?
It's like crazy.
We usually smoke a lot of weed.
I've heard about people.
All
Ever
right.
since
Focus.
the big crackdown of the whole, no one's allowed to drink beer or else you'll
Concession
go to
stand
jail.
cake.
I mean, not everybody, of course, but I mean, that's what enough. I mean, we make sure we smoke enough for everybody.
Right on. Well, see, picking up the slack for the other teammates, I like it.
Sometimes that's what you got to do.
All right.
It's all part of being the captain.
Yeah.
We go to like shady parts of town and getting like little gang fights right before the game. So
Machete
everybody's
fights.
Adrenaline's like pumped up and like.
What would happen if Charles started smoking weed?
I don't even like to think about that.
Can't go there?
I think he'd be totally spaced out, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd
I
be
don't know.
a beard
it
madman.
I think
He'd be bearded and
may
crazy.
I
probably
think he'd
get
get-
very paranoid and anxious.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. It'd be awful.
He would smash that
He's
Bodie
so-
car into
he's such a
something.
pain in the ass to deal with.
That car wouldn't save him. Airbags or not.
What about Sam's?
Nothing.
Getting-
I would show up and I can barely get people to play catch with each other
Show
before
up
a game.
20 minutes late. That's what you guys do.
Well, no. We did it last game. Normally, no.
Go on.
It's all
No,
those-
normally we kind of hang out and it's just like, hey, it's great to see you again. Awesome, let's play some softball.
Glad you
I don't
showed
know.
up.
Nice.
Glad-
yeah,
glad
thanks
you
for
showed-
showing up.
Who's
Dude,
your
I
mama?
haven't seen you in about 3 weeks. So great to see
Yeah.
you.
You're right.
You just came from
That's
Bally's.
why
I love you.
That's why I
You came
signed
from
up.
Bally's.
Yeah.
I sign up more than 20 people each year, so that
You guys stand outside like recruiting at Powerhouse Gym. Like, hey, you want to play softball today?
well,
wanna
I
get
tried
laid
to, I
in the
tried to get
sauna?
like a couple doc guys from one of my old jobs to join up who are like 45 and
Oh
I
God.
think it's like whatever,
Those
man.
old people are the worst.
Whatever, man.
Your softball team sucks.
Whatever, man.
That's awesome. So are you guys pretty happy with the way the league is going?
Yeah, because we're totally winning like crazy. Like it's been
Winning
all over
aside.
TMZ. Crazy. Like I got that guy calling me every other week. Like, all right, what's going on with Blazing Saddles? I'm like, shut up, bitch.
You're like, shut! Don't make me get my machete.
Don't make me punch your fake tan off your face.
Oh shit.
Any changes? Like Marty, is there any changes you'd like to see? You want me to?
Well,
I can have Matt
would-
leave the room if you want.
I would think it'd be kind of cool that if you didn't have the ball and someone was rounding the base, and mind you, this isn't for me. I don't really play in the outfield so much. I usually just hit. But it would think it'd be kind of cool if the person playing the base could tackle the base runner, and they wouldn't be out, but they couldn't go any further.
Okay, all right.
It seems like a good idea that
Well-
would work out well for everybody.
Yeah,
If
yeah, I
you're
could see that working out
If
well
you're
for
on
a lot of people.
Fantasy Island, I think,
No,
for
no.
Cripe's sake.
Cripe's sakes.
I mean, I also like I don't know, hats. People
Yeah.
should wear funny hats.
Hats
When
are-
when we first started playing, the one dude, Rob, I think he lives in North Olmsted, I don't know his last name, he would always bring a box of funny hats. I
That
always
can
thought that was
spread
pretty
fear.
sweet.
There's some fear involved with funny hats.
And
Well-
masks. He would bring masks, too.
That would be
Felipe,
cool.
Who I'm very, very sad to say that he did not play again this year.
Really?
Yeah, no, he.
Motherfucker.
He's a barefooted madman.
But he would play without his shoes and he would wear a giant mask every so often while he was up the bat. He's actually probably
And
my
he didn't
biggest
care
loss
where he
this year.
hit. He would just hit it wherever and run like hell.
yeah, like his batting style was really unorthodox. Where there's actually some people in the league is like, oh, he's trying to just like get like just like a tap hit, which in all actuality he was just didn't play softball, so his batting style was very, very different.
He swung a couple times as the ball was being pitched.
Okay.
And they were like, your story is very unorthodox.
One time he was running the first and he ran very, very hard to get the first base and his shoes fell off his feet.
Oh, my God.
They like he ripped right through his shoes.
That's
Wow.
how hard he was
Jesus
running.
Christ.
He's running
I
very
think he
hard.
might have been set up.
Some
Yeah, set up
some
with a
people
whoop.
run
Like
harder
a minor
than others.
explosive inside the shoe.
Yeah, put
and
up
nobody
on
was
Front
looking.
Street.
Okay, Kung Fu Bob. Any special memories that you can think of that really stand out? Go.
The most epic was playing Sam's in the torrential downpour.
When was that?
Game, I remember.
It was 2-3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago?
ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it was awesome. We had the
Maybe
greatest
it was 2
time.
years ago.
People were flying all over. Nobody got injured. That's why last week I almost called the cops when they canceled. I was like, all right, let's get a grip on your soul.
Well, that game was already going, so it's the kind of thing where
Get a
I think it
grip
was
on your
drizzling
soul.
when that game started, and then it rained harder, so everyone was like, fuck it, let's go.
I know. I was bummed out, man. We were like fifth inning, starting to make a comeback on who were we playing?
Dallas
Class, yeah.
I have to
bit.
agree that it's probably one of the funnest games I ever played in this league. And like one of the pictures where it's like all of us together, and it was a really close game too. It was
it was edgy.
6-5, and I think it was like either Luke or maybe even Gil came up to me afterwards like, yeah, you know what? If the game would have went one more inning, we think you probably would have beat us because you guys are a lot dirtier than us.
Yeah, and we all wanted to play. So it was cool.
That's
No,
awesome.
it's super
Nice
fun game.
diplomatic thing to say to the losing team. It's good. Good job, Gil.
What about for my mind's eye? Oh,
Oh, it's a rave now.
that one time when you were tripping on second base,
Yeah,
tripping bulls.
You know what?
Oh,
Yeah, don't eat mushrooms and play softball. It doesn't work. You don't get superpowers. Don't try it.
Oh, I remember when you did that.
Yeah.
what year was that?
That was the first year when there were 4 teams.
Did you
Okay.
just try it once though? Did you
Yes,
try it numerous times?
just
trial and
once.
error?
Just once. It didn't work.
How was your average? Zeros.
No. I was still hitting well. It was the fielding that was good.
Oh yeah.
Didn't a ball go over your head and you just couldn't find it? Or
No, well, since you asked, I was playing shortstop. This is when I was playing for Now That's Class, and a ball went between my legs, and instead of just like letting the outfield get it, I figured I would just turn around and chase it down and get it. So I'm running towards the ball, just focusing on the ball, and I see the dude, I think it was Ferris, picked up the ball, looking at me, just kind of like, "What the fuck you doing, man?" And then he was going to throw it. I'm like, "Shit, he's going to throw it right through my face, and I'm going to die." So I just kind of like, in like full stride, just kind of dropped to the ground and rolled, and I just kind of realized that this is not how you're supposed to play.
You
softball.
thought he was like a groundhog or something.
Yeah, but I don't know. As far as to answer your question, I guess the games last year against Gotta Groove were both pretty epic. One because it was so damn close and they're such a good team. The other because it was at a campground. It was kind of fun.
Who won that one?
We won the first one. They
Okay.
won the second one.
All right. Okay. Matt, any special memories for you?
Oh,
Seeing as
boy,
how you've been in it for like the long
whole
haul.
thing's just been so special.
Aw, how special.
I remember there was a cool mud ball game back when it was just pickup games. I think this was like 2007 or 8. That was kind of cool, and at least like half the people in that we took a picture are still playing in the league now. It was really special last year when 2 umpires fought at the end of the game. That was
That's
I
phenomenal.
wish I'd have been there.
Oh,
That would have been awesome.
that's
yeah,
amazing.
I don't know how many other sporting leagues in the universe have ever seen 2 umpires fight.
That is true.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I mean it wasn't that great of a fight. I wasn't there for it.
But the fact that it was any
The fact
kind
that
of
it even happened.
altercation.
That might be a strong term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was some patty cake involved. I'm not, I don't know.
All right. I did this last episode, so we're going to do it again. And I'm going to start with Rodemann. Rodemann, who is the best team going to be in the league at league end? Give it to me.
at the end of the game, I really
At the end of the season, who's going to be on top?
Season, I have honestly, I have 4 favorites, but if I have to break it down, I really
Well, give it. How about this? Who's going to be in the final game? Who's going to be in the championship? Who's it going to be?
You know what? For some reason, I really expect Music Saves to really, really pull it back together after 2 years of not making it.
Okay.
What, 2 years of only being in second place?
Yeah, right.
was that?
Pull it back together.
Well, I
right.
mean, before the last 2 years, they seriously, I think almost every game they played, they beat the other team by it seemed like 10.
Yeah.
So who's going up against them in the championship?
So it'd be Gordon. It had
Say it.
my mind's eye.
And who's gonna win?
Music safe.
Oh, yep, there it is. Marty, get in on that. Who's the final?
It's gonna be us versus Jack Prince.
And should I even bother asking who's gonna win?
No.
Okay, yeah. My mind's eye.
My mind's eye.
Of course, yes. Bob?
Oh, I of course think based on our initial games, we're pretty much on a good roll. I think we'll take it.
Who are you going up against?
If I'd say the worst
Sam's
team,
Beverage.
I'd probably ABC.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, I just like beating
In the
Matt
championship.
and the
He's
Warner
champion.
team.
From the Gordon division. Who
Oh.
are you up against?
Sam.
Come on, don't be afraid.
Sam's.
Don't be afraid to say it.
Sam's.
All right. All right. Okay, now, this was the fun part. Bob, who is going to be dead last in the league?
Oh, that's
Bottom
an easy question.
I guess based on past experience, maybe a couple teams.
Come on. You got it. Give me one.
Um,
Give me one. Who's going to be dead last?
well, Pats and Grog aren't doing too well.
Okay. Okay.
But you
Like
never
dead last.
anything could happen
Of
in
those
this
two, who would
anything
you
can
think
happen.
be
Oh,
the more
man.
dead last?
Who's going to be the more sucky of those two?
Anybody can have a good day.
This guy. Marty, give it to me. Who's going to be dead
Oh,
last?
Jesus, Pats is gonna be the dead last. My God. That's not even. That's. I mean, I would love to jump on Grog Shop that Bob set up, but I mean, no, Pats they're a lot better.
I'm looking at numbers.
They may have had
I'm
a
a
slow
numbers
start,
guy.
but they're gonna.
I
do
took
better.
consumer math
Okay.
in high school, so
Okay.
I crunched numbers.
I took
Consumer math.
too.
Yeah, who needs algebra and geometry?
You
Baloney.
guys.
Consumer
My
math.
senior year, I decided need another math class.
Oh yeah,
Consumer math.
that's the only way I
There
got
you
out of
have
high
it.
school. I was
Rodemann.
I know how to
Business
buy
English
pizzas.
is a good one too.
Music for today was my favorite class.
I can pay a tip.
That was a in-studio high five for the record.
But yeah, a lousy one at that.
Roadman, who's going to be dead last?
I have to agree with Marty. Pats, they're going to be dead last. Stefan, who is not playing this year, if I remember correctly, right?
Correct.
Because God loves us.
He actually, when we were playing him last year, I don't know what happened to him, what he drank that day, but he hit a home run and was making all sorts of diving plays. But outside of, I know Zach's on that team, Zach can hit, but now they're in shambles. And Grog Shop is underperforming. I expect them to at least pull out at least 5 wins this year. Probably
Okay.
one versus my mind's eye or something like that.
Fuck yourself.
I'm actually very glad nobody said WCSB because the era.
You guys,
There you go.
if I were to predict next year's Haters' Choice, it'd be CSB.
Yeah. All right.
But there's a whole other year of nonsense between them.
Come on, man.
Right now, I would guess CSB.
Let's worry
Okay.
about this year.
Yeah.
Let's
Just
focus.
we'll just focus.
Get off the
It's
space
Jack
shuttle.
Prince.
Get off the space shuttle. All right, Matt, you want to get in here and give us another rundown? Gonna jump into a couple more team previews.
Shit, okay, we want 3 headphones.
Get up.
Sure.
Yeah. Step up to the mic.
Get in
Come
there.
on, but I got
Talk
to pee.
shit. Talk shit.
Can we have some intro music for this?
Oh yeah, booch,
yeah.
booch, booch.
Everybody's got it.
What kind?
Wait, is everybody leaving? You guys
I
gotta
gotta
be
make
here.
a
For
They,
this.
they don't even
I see.
they don't even care. Oh.
All right. Well, during our pilot episode, Jay and I did the team previews. However, we got way too drunk to finish them. We got through the first 5 teams in the Clark division.
Barely.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna finish this out with you all, and give me your opinion on all the squads. Okay.
Be yourself.
All right, first up in the Clark division, Rockefeller Barbershop. This is a team that won the championship 3 or 4 years ago. 3 years ago.
Oof.
Started off real strong, then kind of flickered.
They've got a veteran squad, a lot of older people. Not as old as Blazing Saddles.
Oh, all right.
Not nearly as old.
Well, what's Rockefeller's?
Rockefeller, they're a good team. They're just they haven't really, like all the other teams in the Clark division have added people, and now teams in the Gordon division are doing the same thing, like adding new players each year, trying to cultivate the roster, get better. This team hasn't done that. They've been sticking with their OGs, so yeah, I don't know.
Well, they have camouflage uniforms, and last time I was there, I couldn't see any of them. I was totally confused. I was like,
It's like that ball's just floating around by itself.
you're going to get burnt up with that dark camouflage.
I think they're a very good team, and when we first started this league, the first year, they were the team to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were the what do we call it? Evil Empire. Weren't they our first Evil Empire?
Yeah.
How'd they finish last year?
They were, I think, the 5th seed.
Ooh.
They had a losing record. I think they went out in the first round.
Oh.
But there's some good people. Coach Nick Hill, good friend of mine. A lot of good dudes on that team. A lot of good people. He's actually talked about wanting to move over to the Gordon division next year. So maybe we'll bring like Gotta Groove to Clark and send Rockefeller to Gordon.
All right.
It's something that might happen. All right, moving on. Last place team in the Clark division last year, Crankset Rides. Very good friends of mine, super good people. They had a roster overhaul. They got rid of some peoples and added some new people. Yeah, what do you guys think about Crankset?
I haven't seen them play yet, so I can't say.
I truly don't have that much of an opinion either, because when we went to play them, I think I was fielding 9 people, and this was last year. And they beat us very nicely. They had a couple. Like really good cats playing in.
A couple of gingerly home runs or something.
Yeah. I think they're a solid team. I think they're gonna pull it together. Maybe get like a 4 or 5, but I think they're not gonna be contending, and it'd be hard for them to get in the playoffs this year.
I haven't played Crankset as on my mind's eye yet.
Oh yeah.
Sister's wedding. Then next 2 years there was the Origins board game convention.
I like them all, but D-Train's the only one I've almost called the cops on.
Yeah. D-Train's a badass.
You know.
All right, well, that wraps up the Clark division. Let's go over to Gordon, and we need to fly through this because we're running short on time. We've talked about all your teams pretty extensively tonight. First seed last year, divisional title winner, Gotta Groove. They've got everybody back from last year. It doesn't look like they added any new players. Doing a cursory glance of their roster, that's a great team. A lot of really good athletes on that team. They know how to play.
Seems like that's the one to beat.
Yeah,
right now in that division.
They're the team to beat, but the cool thing about the Gordon division now is there's legitimate teams that could beat them.
Like Sam's.
Or WCSB.
Like a Sam's or a WCSB.
Nobody believes that.
What do you guys think? You think either of your teams have a chance to take them out this year?
Yeah, just like we did last year.
We did. I'm sorry.
I would love to play them again. I don't like playing them first time in the season because first game of the season, no matter even if we were playing Pats in the Flats, we'd probably lose.
Yeah, well, at least you have that excuse.
Right. Thanks.
All right, so yeah, Gotta Groove, team to beat. Moving downwards, Grog Shop, who, as we talked, they've underperformed. I think they just need to practice more. A couple of them have been coming out to the league pickup games, but I think they just need to remember how to play softball again. And once they remember, they'll
pick it back up.
Yeah, they'll pick it up. They'll be
right.
middle of the pack team. They've added two rookie free agents, but for the most part, it's the same people from last year. Next is My Mind's Eye, who we've talked way too much about tonight.
Close enough.
This team added a lot of pieces. This is my consensus to come out of the Gordon division as the title winner. I haven't seen them play, but I know that they've got good players.
Nobody has. They play in Lakewood.
Right. Yeah, even with the theatrics of their owner, CEO, Charles, I really don't think he'll be that much of a distraction to the point where they'll implode. I see good things in my mind's eye's future.
Nice.
I see good things too, but we're the only team that played them so far this year.
Yeah.
Their bats weren't working.
Oh, hell no.
I mean, if we almost took you guys to extra innings, I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Uh-oh. Somebody needs to go to the cages.
Power outage.
Oh boy.
It was our first practice, first game, you know.
I heard that.
The number 4 seed in the division last year, WCSB.
Yes.
Looks like they added a few rookies, but for the most part, it's the same team. This is a very mystical team led by Shaman David and Bergia, who I'm gonna attend his wedding camp out reception thing coming up in a pretty soon here.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm stoked about
End of the
that.
month. Yeah. Yeah, we rely heavily on strong hitting and incense in the dugout.
And what about wizard spells?
And wizard spells.
You don't have any wizards.
We have a couple.
He's got a serious beard. Come
Nothing like over level 5.
That guy be a sorcerer. If you ever saw him and you didn't know him, you'd be a sorcerer.
Dave brings like a 30-side die to the games.
Is
Yeah,
there a such thing?
we're for real.
There's not.
Oh, there is.
20 side. 20 side, man.
All right, Sam's Beverage, who we've talked a whole lot about tonight. Looks like
Crying out loud.
they added 5 rookie free agents to their 24-person roster, the biggest roster in the league.
I think a spot that CSB actually held last
On,
season.
The number 16 right here, Deborah.
That makes it fun if you don't like
She
the bat.
quit soon after she signed up.
Sounds about right.
Jason Garrett, he is actually doing very, very well.
Good for him.
He's doing really great, Marty. It's good to have this conversation with you.
There's something that absolutely amazed me about your guys' roster that we've been trying to mimic. You managed to take Billy Webb and shrink him into a short, red-haired girl with giant glasses. And I don't know how the hell you guys did that. Like it was Brian, wasn't it? He's the only one that can pull that shit off.
He's a wizard.
And you call him Mary now for some reason.
Well, she's actually not on my team. But nevertheless.
You got the
Dave
team.
Hayes, Ashley Lemasters, and Matt Rupp are both new free agents this year. Matt and Ashley lived across the street from me for about 2 years. I think we waved at each other while taking out garbage cans. And after they moved away, I ran into them at a bar. And they're like, hey, we used to be neighbors. And then I got to talking about, hey, I play softball. Oh, we love to play softball. And now they're on the softball team.
The more the merrier.
What a feel-good story.
You were at a bar.
I would like to make you feel
That is
awkward and
weird.
ask you more questions about why Mary's not on the team. It was just a couple weeks ago.
She's on now this class.
Ooh, you got a
It's
player,
really hilarious.
Damone Frisco. That is a great baseball name. Damone
Frisco.
Damone
That's
Frisco.
that's
Young Frisco.
Is that young Frisco? That is an amazing baseball name.
Yeah, but
I think
it's like
people in the
Damone.
dugout call
You
him
don't
Young
know
Freezy.
Damone.
I want a dude named Young Frisco on my team.
Right, everybody wants a young Frisco.
Anybody wants somebody named from Fast Times?
All right, well, time is ticking down. So we got to finish up here. Pats in the Flats, they added like 10 free agents. They've got a young team. They used to be one of the
They're in the rebuild.
older teams. Now, there's a youth movement going on.
Okay.
Coach JP Kilroy, he's trying to mold a team. It's gonna take at least a year. But you know they're a project.
They're a
And
project.
last but now that's class. They added a couple people. They've got a 22-person roster. Now that's class is going to surprise
Yeah,
people. I
but
think
14 of them will show up.
They were in the
Yeah,
beginning
they
of the
show
league.
up.
They were a tough team. Like even
There are a
in the
bunch of
very
really young
beginnings.
people that get too partied out. And don't
Well,
show
yeah,
up.
they peter out in the late innings because they like to drink.
Yeah, but they're 25. Come on, call it.
Well, the middle of their roster, knowing the 5 innings we got through this past Saturday, dude, the middle of their roster is pretty damn solid right now.
Yeah. No, they've always had good players. They just need a couple more pieces and people just to show up to the game.
Just
Yeah,
show up,
Just
people.
show up.
Just bring your black labels with you.
3 weeks schedule.
God damn.
No, I honestly believe that now this class is a sleeper.
this year.
Yeah.
Oh, I
gonna
think they'll
surprise-
finish middle of the pack for sure. Though I see
As
them being a
opposed to-
4 seed. I could see them being a 4 seed.
As opposed to like, how many games did they win last year?
I think 1.
No.
Yeah, I think they got 4 in them.
Well, they're about to lose the rest of the CSB.
I
game.
love seeing young
I'm putting
people
that one
show
out
up with
there.
a hangover. Laugh.
That wraps up the team previews, Graham.
All right.
3, 4.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming on again. Yeah, sports, Kung Fu Bob, Marty Kramer, Mike Rodemann, and of course Matt Yout. I'm your host Graham Beck. Thanks again for coming out. And we'll see you on the fields.
Be yourself.
Be yourself. Just show up for Christ's sakes.
Or call me and tell me you're not going to.
Be yourself.
How long does it take a text? Come on.
All right.
Yeah, right?
How long does it take to answer a test?
Woo woo.
Good podcast, you guys.